Hey everyone, it's Francis, and today I'm really excited because I am finally making a video about the end of this project. I'm going to just walk you through the process here. So basically, the first step is just wrapping them all up in cassette mailers. And if you get good cassette mailers, you don't really need a lot of other packaging material because they fit pretty snugly inside of them and they offer quite a bit of protection. Once you get all the addresses on it, you basically just take them to the post office. And I live pretty close to a post office, so I'm going to walk down there and show you some of the sights to see in the city that I live in. Got to fill out some customs forms for the international orders, which are very expensive. All right, here I am back at home, and I just got out of the shower, and I just wanted to go over a couple of things to wrap up this project, this series of videos. First of all, I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope those of you who got a cassette enjoy it. I just wanted to talk about one thing, which is sort of a beginner mistake that I definitely made many times, which is undercharging for shipping, especially international shipping. From the United States, it's very expensive to ship a package overseas. And you may have noticed that it was very inexpensive to ship domestic packages. So when you ship something like a cassette or an LP, you can send it as what's called media mail if you go via USPS. And what that does is it gives you essentially a big discount on your package as long as it only contains media. So if you're sending a band shirt, you can't do that. But if you're sending a cassette or a CD or an LP or a VHS or a DVD, something like that, then yeah, you get to use the media mail price and you save yourself a lot of money, which is awesome. You can't do that for international packages, unfortunately. So you basically just have to charge a lot for it unless you have an international distribution. It's one of the biggest things you get for not being an independent artist. If you're on a label, or if you have a distribution company that you go through, basically they'll stock it in other countries for you and people will pay a smaller shipping rate. My project, Old Man Wizard, has some distribution in Europe, and as a result, we get to sell our LPs in Europe without having to charge over $20 for shipping, which ends up being about what it costs to even ship a cassette from the United States to another country. Another thing that happens is that with a cassette, when you ship internationally, a regular size cassette mailer isn't big enough to fit the sort of like customs form on it. So you actually have to put it in a bigger package, which ends up costing more too, which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. And if you want to do it yourself, then that's part of it. So it's good to know, and it's worth considering only allowing international orders by special request and trying to work mostly within your own country. But I like to have the option of doing international shipping. Anyway, I'm going to open my artist copy of Astral Cauldron. Anyway, one other thing you may have noticed is that I ordered 22 copies and not 20. And I only had 20 up for sale on Bandcamp. And the reason for that is that I wanted to account for the possibility of a cracked or broken package on one of these. And I actually did. I don't know if you saw it because I sort of did like a time lapse of myself packaging them. But one of them came out with a messed up package and like a bent edge, which isn't terribly common, but I just like to account for the possibility of that. I also got an extra one so that in case one of them was broken, I could have an artist copy for myself that was intact. So I'm going to open it up for you. Let's see what's inside. So this blue cassette. And then here's the J card with that illustration that we saw in the earlier videos. How cool is that? Anyway, I hope that I get to buy a cassette from someone that watches this video on one of my Bandcamp Friday streams. So please let me know if you're doing physicals of any new release that you made. I would love to grab a copy of it. That would feel great to have it show up in the mail and know that I taught you how to do that. So anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this video and if you are getting something out of this, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Let's make some music. I'll see you next time.